I think Joe and Kelly are going to make it. I'm so glad I got to see her. She's so beautiful. I think too many people know about Dominic. I can't let them know who I really am, not until I find that killer. I will avenge Channing's death, because I have to. And when we find the killer, the charade will be over. Oh, I can't wait for that day. Good morning. Surprised to see me?
How'd you get in here?
I've been thinking, pretty boy. I can't wait 2 weeks for that $250,000. I want it 1 week from today.
That's impossible. There's no way.
Antonio, now don't give me that. You can charm all kinds of money out of that fiancé of yours.
You're wrong.
Oh, no, I'm not. I know your work. Oh, by the time you're finished with Kelly, she'll be begging to give you even more. She'll give you anything you want. Like in the old days. You were my best stud. All those ladies coming back for encores. My Antonio. Time after time after time. You were the best in my stable.
Well, I've changed.
Now, don't give me that. Ever since you were a little boy from the streets, all you were ever after was money, and that's all you're after now. Otherwise, why would you be crawling around after this rich girl?
I love Kelly.
Oh, sure you do. Sure you do. So I'll tell you what. You tell that fiancé of yours, your one and only true love, that you want $350,000. I don't mind if you take a little profit, but now listen to this. Don't try anything. These two gentlemen, watching every move you make.
I know.
Good. Good. Then I know you won't try to run away, because well, otherwise you'd be a dead man.
Don't worry, Ginger.
Oh, good. Thank you, I won't. Because it took me a long time to find you. I certainly don't want to lose track of you now.
Yeah, Santa Barbara's a small town.
And $250,000 is a small price to pay to guarantee one's continued good health. Not to mention keeping one's colorful past a secret.
Listen, Ginger, a week is not enough time.
You have to be. I mean, for the sake of you and that lovely Kelly girl. All I have is the money.
You leave Kelly out of this.
I can't do that. Now, how else are you going to know how deadly serious I am? Gentlemen, we better go. Antonio's got a lot of work to do.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Brandon.
I want to sing. No, Benedict. No. Jimmy, please. I want to see my baby.
Santana. I hope it didn't awaken you.
It's nice to hear your voice first thing in the morning. Or you do it every day.
If you insist. Listen, if you're going to take your morning walk, I'd like to go with you.
I'm feeling a little lazy this morning. I don't know if I'm going to go for a walk.
I see. Well then, some other time.
But I'd like to see you. Would you come over?
I thought you'd never ask.
Oh, well, I have to play hard to get, don't I?
No, not with me you don't. Okay, you go back to sleep until I get there.
Okay. I'll be dreaming about you.
I'll see you soon. Mason.
Morning.
Well, you look like you've been out all night. Celebrating something?
I was getting a head start on your birthday festivities.
Hold on to that. That's not till Friday. Don't push another year on me.
Yeah, but this is going to be a birthday you'll never forget. We're going to salute a man who has never failed.
Well, now that's not exactly true. I've had my share of failures.
None that I know of. Oh, I almost forgot. The president of Unified Oil was trying to reach you last night. He tried the office, the yacht, the yacht club. Couldn't find you anywhere. I couldn't help him because I didn't have any idea where you were.
Well, if it's important enough, he'll find me.
Where did you disappear to last night?
Oh, I kind of fell off the face of the earth for a bit.
Oh, another one of your high-stakes poker games?
No, I wasn't playing poker. I was, relaxing.
Relaxing, huh? That's nice.
Yes, it was very nice.
Somehow I can't imagine you relaxing alone.
No, I wasn't alone. I was with a very enjoyable person.
A very enjoyable person. I guess this person will remain nameless, huh?
That's correct.
Anyone I know?
Mason, I've noticed that you've been drinking a little too much lately.
Not true.
And I suggest you get your act together.
I beg your pardon.
Ever since you dropped out of politics, you've lacked direction. You don't seem to know what you want out of life.
Oh, I'll bet you know what I want.
Well, I should hope to be a success in business and law, get married, raise a family.
You have a bride picked out for me yet? You decided how many kids I should have? I know you were disappointed in me when I dropped out of the DA's race, Dad, but I thought you'd have another career waiting in the wings for me. What is it? What do you want me to do? Tell me, Dad. The suspense is killing me.
You know, Mason, when you drink too much, you talk too much.
No, that's absolutely true. That is an astute observation.
Now, look.
I know. I'll bet you were with a woman last night.
I have no reason to discuss my personal business with you.
Why shouldn't you be with a woman now and then, Dad? Makes you more human like the rest of us mere mortals. I never really thought about it, but I assume you have certain needs.
Mason, I think you'd better stop. I don't like you talking to me that way.
Looks like I struck a nerve. I guess this person you were with last night means a great deal to you, especially since you're trying to keep her a secret. Tell me, Dad, just how special is she?
Son, you had better go up and sleep this off.
Well, considering how angry my prodding has made you, I guess she's pretty special. Tell me, Dad, can this be my next stepmother?
Morning.
Hi, Peter. Thank you.
What's wrong with you?
I don't want to talk about it right now.
Well, this seems serious. Why don't you talk to me?
No, I'm sorry. I have to go to a meeting.
Peter, she doesn't want to talk to you right now.
Don't you think your sister and I can decide for ourselves, Dad?
Well, she's decided already.
Ted, it's all right. Aren't you going to be late for school?
You sure you'll be okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Okay. Well, I'll see you later. And Kel, I'm on your team.
Thanks, Ted.
I am too, incidentally.
I know.
Wasn't I supportive to you last night?
Yes, very.
So you have a meeting today, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Who with?
Don't ask, okay?
Okay.
Well, listen, I'll be back later this afternoon because I have a dress fitting. We can talk then, okay?
All right. Listen, don't believe this witness just because you want Joe to be innocent, okay?
I'm smarter than that, Peter.
You know something? I have a confession to make.
Yes?
I think of you all the time. At breakfast, at work. What have you done to me? I'm obsessed.
Whatever it is, I'm not sorry.
Well, it is getting harder for me to concentrate on work because of you.
I hope I haven't interfered with any of your multi-million-dollar negotiations.
You have definitely been part of a big negotiation, but not in a bad way.
I have?
You know, thinking about you is like hearing a symphony in my mind. I can carry on work, well, my usual activities pretty well, but the music is always there. And once in a while, I tune out the daily activities just to let the music take over.
That's very nice.
Oh, I almost forgot. I bought you something.
You did? What is it?
Well, open it and see.
Oh, Stacy. Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous. Oh.
Here, let me put it on.
You know, it is the most beautiful bracelet I've ever seen. No one has ever given me such an exquisite gift.
Well, it's been in the family for years.
Oh, thank you.
You're a beautiful woman, and you deserve beautiful things.
I adore you.
I was beginning to worry you weren't going to make it.
Sorry I'm late. Is Dominic here yet?
He's on his way. Kelly, why did you want to see Dominic again?
I want to find out who killed Channing as much as you do.
You know what might help?
What?
If you could tell me about Sophia.
My mother?
Do you remember anything about her?
Not much. Why? What does she have to do with this?
I'm not quite sure. Sophia's name has popped up a few times in the investigations.
I was only 7 when she died.
Do you remember there ever being any rumors about Lionel Lockridge and your mother?
Lionel Lockridge? That's impossible.
I don't want you to get upset because you're just beginning to believe in me. But Kelly, is this subject off limits?
What's off limits?
Dominic.
We were just talking about old times.
Want to see me?
Yes. I want to make this very clear to you. I want to help find Channing's killer.
That's impossible.
It's not impossible. It's easy for me to go through Channing's room and look for leads.
I don't want you to get involved. It's too dangerous.
No one would know.
We can't take the chance. The killer might think we're getting closer to him and try to protect himself.
I've got to help. Look, I'm not afraid.
He could become dangerous.
No, I've got to help out. Do either of you know why he killed Channing?
We're not sure. It kind of looks like Channing might have caught a thief.
You think a robber killed him?
All we know is Channing kept a lot of articles about the robbery. He had them stashed away in his desk behind a panel in the gazebo.
Stop, Joe. I don't want Kelly to know about all this. I don't want you to get involved. It's too dangerous.
I want to help find the killer.
Kelly, I promise you, Joe and I will find the killer. We'll be sure that justice is done.
The victim was her brother, Dominic. We can expect her to stand around and watch.
It's not because of the victim, Joe. It's you. I've got to help clear you. And no one's going to stop me.
I want to stress the fact
that I expect all of you to take this assignment very seriously. When two people are about to marry, they must know each other in every way to be absolutely certain they are compatible. There are far too many divorces today because people simply didn't know each other. For example, two people may get married and one of them may not want to have any children, while the other very much wants children. Miss Lockridge, have you talked with your partner, Mr. Capwell, about the issues of children?
Yes, we have.
Good. Would you share with the class your feelings on children?
Well, we both want them.
2 kids, a boy and a girl.
I didn't ask you.
Sorry.
I expect an answer only when you're addressed, Mr. Capwell.
I said I was sorry?
You'll be more than that the next time you disrupt my class. Now, Miss Lockridge, what responsibilities on child rearing would you expect from your spouse?
Well, I'd want him to spend time with the kids, and I'd want him to be able to really talk to them, and I want our children to be able to talk to him about anything.
And you, Mr. Capwell, what would you expect of your wife?
Well, I'd expect her to have the kids.
Oui, nous l'avions déjà pensé.
Mr. Capwell, I don't think you're taking this very seriously.
Oh, yes, I am.
Then answer my question.
What I would expect of Lakin?
Yes?
Well, I would just want her to be whoever she wants to be.
How very egalitarian of you. Now, Miss Lockridge, have you talked about mixing a career with child rearing?
No, we haven't, but I'd like to do both.
What if your husband was transferred to a different city? Would you give up your career to further his?
I don't know.
Well, good. Well, then I would suggest that you discuss that. Now, Mr. Adams, would you allow your wife to make her own decisions?
Absolutely not. The man's the head of my family. Whatever the man says goes.
Not on your life.
Miss Perkins, I haven't asked you yet.
Mr. Bottoms, I would never marry a dictator.
Please, this is all hypothetical. Now, Mr. Adams, how exactly would you rule the family?
First of all, I put my wife on a household budget.
Are you kidding? I want to be trusted, not ruled by law. Besides, the woman of the house balances the checkbook and pays the bills. She's the money part of the family.
Is it any wonder that these two would be incompatible? I'm very sorry that you find this amusing. The purpose of this exercise is to explore the attitudes of marriage. Now, Mr. Raymond, what would you expect from your role as the wife?
Well, I know one thing for certain.
Yes?
I won't do housework. And I won't marry this guy unless he gets me a maid. Plus, he'd have to give me a computer. Top of the line. I expect to bank by computer. I expect to go to the store by computer. And spend all my leisure time with my computer.
And, Mr. Ryder, how do you feel about all this as the husband of this marriage?
Well, all that's okay. Sure, he can have a maid if he wants one. As long as I can have her once in a while. But our biggest problem was kids.
All right. Now stop that. I guess I was wrong to assume we were all adult enough to suspend reality so that these two gentlemen could participate. Please, continue.
Well, her. Well, she didn't want to have any kids, so I told him. I told her that I wouldn't marry her unless we'd have kids.
I just don't want to spend the rest of my life raising some kid who won't appreciate me.
Well, he wouldn't even talk about adoption.
There's no difference. You adopt them, you have them yourself. It's still a life sentence.
Have you no motherly instincts?
All right. Now that will be enough. All right, now. We'll break into couples, and you will try to work out your differences, make compromises.
But what if we can't?
Well, then, obviously, you will have to reevaluate your reasons for wanting to be married. Now, your next assignment will be to write your marriage vows. Of course, it won't be a legal marriage, but we will consider it so. And as the captain of this ship, I will have the power vested in me to perform the ceremonies. All right, you may now begin the negotiating. Oh, wait a minute. By the way, class, I forgot to tell you, I forgot to mention, don't forget that this afternoon, Lyman Prep will be playing Santa Barbara City High. And don't forget, our soccer team is second to none. And our own Michael Adams will personally destroy those ragamuffins. Mr. Adams.
I'm not so sure about that. I mean, SB's got some pretty good players. Danny Andrade, for one.
Yeah.
They call him the Mexican Mustang.
Andrade? I never heard of him. Mr. Capwell, please. There is far too much blatant display of affection on this campus. Mr. Capwell, get up from that seat and sit over there.
Oh, now come on. I mean, how do you expect my bride and me to negotiate our terms?
Mr. Capwell, I think we both know what would happen if I reported to your father how uncooperative you are. All right, Mr. Capwell, that is it. You have tried my patience one time too many. You will spend the next 2 days after school for your impudence. Now, get over there and sit down.
Santana, I think we should let everyone know we're seeing each other. It might be a good idea to do it Friday night at my birthday party.
Well, Cece, I don't know if I'm going to feel comfortable under the circumstances.
Nonsense. I want everybody to know I'm seeing you. What are they going to say?
That I'm the housekeeper's daughter.
If anybody says that, they are going to get a black eye.
I would love to go, but just give me a chance to think about it, okay?
All right, whatever you say. Hey, but what are we doing standing here in the kitchen?
I don't know. I was just trying to be a good hostess, that's all.
Well, you don't have to try to do that.
I'm glad. Come here.
That's my line.
Can't I use it too?
Yes.
Cece.
What?
I have a confession to make.
You're seeing somebody else.
No, silly.
Good.
No, there's something I think you should know. Cruz is helping Joe to prove that he's innocent, that he didn't kill Channing.
What?
Well, apparently they found some letters that Channing saved, and they discovered that Channing and I had a baby.
I can't believe that. They must have stolen those from my house. Who was it, Cruz or Joe?
No, Cruz didn't have anything to do with it.
So it was Joe. I always knew Joe was the one who broke into my house.
Look, Cece, I didn't tell you this to upset you. I'm sorry. I just thought you'd know.
No, that's all right. I'm not upset with you. What has me disturbed is Kelly. I think she's been drawn back to Joe.
Look, I know how you feel. Joe is guilty. There's no doubt about that.
So Joe broke into my house. Well, I'm glad he doesn't know where your son is.
You have him well hidden.
You never know what somebody like Joe could do. He might want to hurt Channing's son.
Please don't say that.
I don't want to frighten you, Santana. I guess I'm mostly afraid of Kelly's feelings for Joe. But I am going to do something about it very soon. So please don't worry. I swear to you, I won't let anything happen to your son.
Can't let Dominic control what I'm doing. I'm not going to let him keep me out of this.
I don't think he knows who he's up against. I don't trust him at all. He's hiding too much. I want to search his apartment.
Can't do that. He's a fugitive. It could be too dangerous.
Kelly, it's the only way I can find out what he's keeping from me. I've got to do it.
I'll not be too afraid.
I'm glad you care that much. Hey, listen. I've made it this far, but now you're on my side. I can do anything.
We had once in a life.
I'm gonna personally cream those guys. Would you just save yourself, Adam? It's just a practice game. Yeah, well, just wait till I really cut loose. I'm gonna wipe the field with the birds. You've never lost a soccer match to SB. Yeah, well, there's always a first time. Whose side are you on?
What do you think? Lyman all the way! Woo!
Well, of course we're gonna win. It's better.
I mean, because of Danny?
No. Well, yeah, I guess so.
You lose something, Adams?
No, but you will, Andrade. SB always loses.
Oh, yeah? Here's a newsflash for you. Santa Barbara City High kills Lyman.
Not in a million years.
You sissy preppies haven't got a chance.
Who are you calling sissies?
The whole Lyman soccer team.
And just who do you think you are?
Yeah?
Hey, wait. Come on. Adams? This is the Mexican Mustang. Looks more like a Mexican meatball to me.
Oh, yeah? Why don't you show me what we're up against?
Move back. Give me some room, Jay. Just watch.
Hey, that's not bad.
I can do that in my sleep.
Dream on, sucker. That's the only time you can do it.
This guy is definitely minor league. What are you, reject from Planet of the Apes?
Listen, meatball. I don't know what they teach you at Santa Barbara City High, but then it is a public school. They have to take just about any Neanderthal who walks through the door.
You want to talk caveman ace? How about Lyman? All you gotta do is buy your way in.
Hey, come on, Danny, cool it, huh?
I'm sorry, Ken, I didn't mean you. But this buddy of yours, Adams, like Major League creep, all-American jerk.
Gotta keep your eye on the ball, meatball. Let's go, wifey.
Danny, are you okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm all right. Where does he get off? I'm gonna show you.
Danny, wait!
Hey, come on,
Danny.
cool
Oh,
again.
yeah?
What's wrong, Peter?
Well, I'm really worried about Kelly.
Why?
Well, from what she says, I think she's convinced that Joe Perkins is innocent. He's been brainwashing her.
That's exactly what I'm afraid of.
Yeah, well, she's been seeing a lot of him lately.
How often?
I'm not even sure. Maybe every day. I guess she's been afraid to tell you.
Every day?
Yeah. I'm telling you because I don't know what to do anymore. She's even been meeting with some guy who claims to be Joe's alibi at the time Channing was murdered.
Well, he's always claimed to have an alibi, but never could produce one. He could easily have paid someone to lie to Kelly.
Yeah. Well, I love Kelly. There isn't anything I wouldn't do for her.
I know, Peter.
But I'm going to do something about this.
Well, I will not have Joe Perkins influencing Kelly. And I can't bear the thought of them together.
He set a very clever trap for her. And now she's fallen into it. He's playing on her guilt. She wants to believe Joe's innocent, and now she thinks that he's got proof.
He fabricated the whole thing.
Yeah, I know, but so far it looks like she's buying it.
I'd like to think Kelly had more sense than that.
I know she does. It's just that she's really been through a lot lately. A little more than a month ago, Kelly wanted to elope. Now wait for the wedding.
What?
Yeah. Now I wish we'd gone ahead with it.
I'm going to have a long talk with Kelly.
Cece, listen, I don't want her to know that we've had this conversation.
She won't. Now look, Peter, you promised to do something about Joe. So far, you've failed. Now I want you to give it your best shot.
I will, Cece. I know how to handle Perkins. It just might get a little rough.
Then so be it.
Peter, I have some requisitions for you to sign here.
Well, not now, Veronica. I have to run some really important errands.
Do you want me to go with you?
No, listen. I just want you to stay here and cover for me. I don't want anyone to know that I'm not working.
If anybody calls?
If anybody calls, tell them I'm in a conference and I can't be reached right now. Veronica, this is our little secret, okay?
Of course. Nobody will know you're not here.
Thank you. Take the back staircase. Kelly, I've got to see you now.
My dressmaker's here.
When's she leaving?
She just got here. Daddy bought some silk and china and is making it into a dress right now. Peter, it's so beautiful.
Fine. Can't you do that later?
She just started. Look, why don't you come over here and we can talk while she finishes?
I want to see you alone, Kelly.
Well, then I'll call you back and we can get together later.
No, it's got to be now. I'll be right over. Bye.
Nice place you've got here, Mr. Capwell.
Oh, thanks a lot. You can call me Ted.
Okay, Ted. You know, I've always admired the exterior, the grounds, but I've never had the privilege to see the inside. For some reason, I'm not on the Capwell party list.
Well, neither am I. Yeah, me neither, but that doesn't mean anything.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she's right. The parties are just for my dad's friends.
Oh, well, I'd like to meet some of your dad's friends.
Well, maybe we can arrange that. If you do business with us.
We'll see. How old are you, Ted?
17.
Well, what about your friends here? Anybody over 18?
Well, I will be in a couple months.
Yeah.
Anybody have a job?
Well, no, but we all get an allowance.
Look, kids, I would really like to do business with you, but you've got to be old enough to be held legally accountable to the lease. Plus, you've got to show an income. And I mean a real job.
Yeah, but we've got the money.
Yeah, we can give you 2 months up front.
Well, what about the monthly rent?
Well, we have that too, or we will have it.
You know, my gut tells me you kids would be good for it, but I need an adult to sign the lease.
Well, I'm almost 18.
Now, if your dad would sign, take financial responsibility, then we'd have ourselves a deal.
No, I can't ask him to do that.
Too bad. Yes, indeed. This is a really fine house. You the silent partner?
What's it to you?
I don't mind him. He just lost a soccer game.
Oh, Santa Barbara City High, huh?
Yeah.
Those bums?
What did you say?
Well, I just heard about it on the radio. You guys were awful. They couldn't even score. 10-0. Nobody loses 10-0.
Yeah, well, we had a bad day. I couldn't let that happen.
Danny, it was only a game.
Just leave me alone.
Well, Ted, what's it going to be?
Well, I guess we're going to need a couple of days. See if we can find an adult to sign the lease.
Yeah, well, something tells me that is going to be a tough one. I still don't know what you want that motel for anyway.
Well, I don't think we need to explain. We want it. Period.
Okay, Mr. Capwell. Why don't you see what you can work out, huh? As far as I'm concerned, if you do get an adult Capwell to sign that lease, you've got no problem. You give me a call.
Well, you and Peter could go on your honeymoon. And when you return, I'll throw you a reception like Santa Barbara has never seen.
Daddy, I really want to wait.
But, honey, it would make me very happy if you got married as soon as possible.
I need more time.
Why? Are you doubting your feelings for Peter?
No, we just still have a lot of things to resolve.
What things?
I don't want to talk about it right now.
Pardon me. Could you excuse us for a moment? There's a sitting room right through that door.
Certainly.
Kelly, we've always been able to talk. Now, please, don't shut me out.
I don't want to, Daddy, believe me, but I know you won't understand.
I can't. I cannot understand why you could possibly believe Joe Perkins is innocent. Why you went to see him.
You've been talking to Peter, haven't you? What if Joe is innocent? What if he spent 5 years of his life in jail for something he didn't do?
But he's not innocent.
How can you be so sure? What if he does have an alibi?
Then it's a total fabrication.
I don't think so.
Sweetheart, something is happening to you, and I don't like it. Joe is manipulating you.
No, he's not. I have to be sure this time. I can't live the rest of my life doubting. And I can't be forced into believing something because you say it's true. Daddy, I have to find the truth for myself.
I have rarely forbidden you to do anything, Kelly. But now you're
Daddy,
forcing me to...
Daddy, don't say it. Don't force me to make a choice.
I will if I have to.
Je voudrais que tu me rendes un service, Santana.
Oui, quoi?
You know, Friday is my father's birthday.
Oh, it is. Oh, that's right.
And I'm throwing kind of a big wingding for him. I wanted you to help me with the decorations.
Sure.
Great. What's this?
That is a legal document.
Santana, I've told you over and over again, if you need legal advice, just come to me.
I know that you've said that, Mason, but I like giving my friends jobs.
Well, that's very nice, but a simple contract now and then not going to build a practice for Bill Larwin.
Well, not everybody can be as dynamic as you.
You said that, not I.
Am I to infer from all of this that you are going to be running for DA's office after all?
Get serious, Santana. Why would anybody want to be some petty city official when he's already a Capwell?
You're right. Why a chief when you don't have to?
Now, don't patronize me, Santana.
Look, Mason, you are already a Capwell. There's nothing you can do about that. But you can do something on your own, you know, like make a contribution to mankind.
What exactly did you have in mind? Like me to become the next Albert Schweitzer? How about Louis Pasteur, maybe Jonas Salk? I'm sorry, you didn't deserve that.
No, I didn't.
You're right. You know, I'm going to have to do something with my life pretty soon. I'll be drummed out of the family.
You are still worried about your father's birthday.
Can't help but worry about it.
Look, Mason, your father will never disown you. He loves you. Would you stop being so negative?
I'm just being realistic.
Listen to me. You are very important to your father. I mean, you're the only one of the Capwell children that can take over his business when he retires. He needs you.
No, C.C. Capwell doesn't need anybody, and he'll probably never retire.
Oh, come on. You're wrong about that. I mean, if you would only try to work with him a little bit closer and try to...
Whoa, back up. My father and I have never been close on anything.
Well, why not?
He doesn't trust me enough. Doesn't trust anyone. Last night, for example, he spent the entire night out with some woman, but wouldn't admit it to me. All he would say was that he'd had a very relaxing evening.
And were you surprised?
Well, no. Even C.C. Capwell is entitled to a roll in the hay now and then. I just can't imagine what sort of woman he'd go for.
Well, what sort of woman do you think?
Oh, who knows? He's very discreet. I'm sure he's had women since Sophia died, but I don't think any of them have meant anything to him. I can't imagine anybody taking her place with him.
What happened after he divorced Pamela?
Well, after he divorced my mother, he became a real man about town. Different woman every night. Every one of them was out to snare him.
Until he met Sophia.
Mm-hmm. She turned his head around fast, dropped them all after he met her. Broke a lot of hearts when they got married.
And what happened to Pamela?
Oh, I still hear from her from time to time. You know, letters, phone calls, that sort of thing.
Well, where is she now?
Mallorca. I think she wanted to get as far away from Santa Barbara as she possibly could. I don't think she ever got over losing C.C. Capwell.
Do you think your father will ever find another woman?
Nah, I doubt it. But if he did, she'd have to be something very, very special.
Dominic has a woman.
Peter, what's the matter?
Everything's closing in on me right now, Kelly. We've got to get out of here tonight. Now.
I don't understand. Why all of a sudden?
Look, just don't ask me any questions right now, okay?
Peter, you're not making any sense. Look, why don't you relax for a few minutes while I finish this fitting?
Won't you listen to me?
Peter, I told you I'd be doing this. You can come back in here.
Look, Kelly, it'd only be for a couple of weeks, okay? Well, we gotta leave town now.
Peter, I can't just get up and leave town at a moment's notice.
Listen, we'll go to the Mediterranean, okay? You don't need to bring much.
I have a lot of work to do.
Then we can wait.
It can't.
Kelly, I've got my bag packed.
Well, then have a nice trip.
I'm not gonna go alone. I need you with me.
Well, I'm not going.
You know, sometimes I wish we could just disappear together.
Peter, this is crazy. I think you need to go off by yourself for a little while. I've never seen you like this before. You're really at loose ends.
I just want to go through our lives without all this hassle.
You okay?
Yeah.
It's so beautiful, isn't it?